Hi, welcome back to at&t TV. I want to go ahead and before we start today's video, I want to go ahead and thank all 26 subscribers. That's right. We have now grown to 26 subscribers. And this is only week 3. So thank you to all 26 that are subscribed to me. Thank you. I love you so much. Okay. I decided to go ahead and I was going to get internet. I was going to go ahead and get Wi-Fi because I want to go ahead and take my amateur YouTube career. I want to go ahead and take it to the next level. I want to go ahead and grow. I want to go ahead and get more into YouTube. So I was going to need internet. I'm going to need internet regardless. Even in today's world, we need internet. So I decided to go ahead and get internet. And I had already talked to somebody about it before, about getting at&t. And I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll get the service and it should be no problem, right? It was a nightmare. I called, I think it was like the 17th, I placed my order. And on the thing, it wouldn't let me do the 18th because of the day and time it was. So it wouldn't let me choose the 18th, so I chose the 19th. Then on the 19th, I get my emails and everything, and I get told by at&t that they would not connect my service until the 23rd. I was livid. I was mad. I was like, that's not what we agreed to. That's not what we said. It was agreed to that it was going to be on the 19th. If you didn't have the 19th available when setting up people's service or whatever, then on the calendar, since you had the 18th blacked out, you should have had the 19th as well, or you should have had only the days that you have somebody available, But they didn't have that, and they said that they were going to go ahead and work on that, and that they were sorry, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, that's not really what I was told. Let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and find something else. So I went ahead and I asked for a refund for my deposit because this doesn't work for me. This doesn't work. Your system is flawed. Your system's not working. So I went ahead and I canceled the service and everything else like that. Yes, when I tried to go ahead and look for different providers, seeing if I can get Comcast again or I can get whatever again, it was brought to my attention when I called Comcast that the only internet service I would be able to get was at&t because my apartment where I live at right now have a contract that's very exclusive to at&t. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go and get it. So I called back at&t, told them what was going on and what I wanted to do, and I was like, then I guess I have no choice, I have to wait till the 23rd. I was told no. We're not going to honor that, you're going to have to wait until the 25th. I was like, you know what, whatever, at this point, I just want internet. I'm tired of waiting, and I'm tired with all these games. Give me the internet. And so they told me that if I go ahead and they send the box to me and the wires, and I install it myself, and I just have to wait for the technician to come out on the 25th, he'll go ahead and do the wire testing and everything, call it in, and then my service will be connected. And I was specifically told by at&t that I would not have to, I repeat, not have to be here for the installation. I would not have to be here at all. That the technician would not need to come inside of my house. Boy, was I mistaken. So I was like, okay. So I called back at&t. This is now the 24th of July. At that point, I called at&t and I had told them, I was like, I just want to make sure everything's okay, everything's going to be confirmed. I don't want to get switched to another date. I want my internet. Because I was already told the 19th, the 23rd, and now the 25th. So it's the 24th, and I'm calling to verify. They told me I needed to register my account with Uverse. So I was like, okay, this wasn't in the email, this wasn't in your stuff that I had to do. But I was like, okay, fine. One more extra step. Okay, fine. I'm going to get internet tomorrow. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. So it's the day of the 25th. I make sure that the box is plugged in, the wires are in before I go to work and everything. Making sure that everything is good with the box. So I don't have no issues, no problems, no nothing. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be a smooth process. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to have a good time, make some money, do what I got to do. So it's like about 11:30 on the 25th in the morning, and I get called by the at&t technician that says that I need to be home and that he needs to get inside of my apartment to test the wires. And I explained to him, are you sure? Because at&t told me yesterday on the 24th that you did not need to come inside of my house. I did not need to worry about being here or having anybody at my house. So basically, at this point, this guy's telling me, no, I need to get inside of your house. You need to come. So I Ubered home, and then I had to Uber back to get to work. Okay, so I had to Uber to home to open it and everything. Let the guy finish doing whatever he needed to get done. I was just like, oh my god. So when I get here to my apartment, the guy from at&t is telling me that I may have to pay a $99 installation fee because I'm not going to get the service that I want. I was like, what are you talking about? I paid for what I paid for. I have a contract agreement because it's a 12-month contract that I have with at&t. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, I'll just, I'll see what the hell, whatever's going on. I'll wait for you to get done and you can tell me what's going on, So I go inside my apartment. I'm waiting. The guy comes in 1 or 2 times and then complains about the wiring in the apartment, but that has nothing to do with me because I'm not at&t. I was the guy who installed it. The wiring to connections for it to go outside to give me service, that had nothing to do with me. Then he's complaining about that and then says that he has to go to find the gateway. So he goes, finds the gateway, which the gateway is like about a mile away. And is gone for like about 30, 45 minutes, almost close to an hour. He is gone. And I'm like, did he leave? Because I got to get going back to work. I don't have time for this crap. I don't. Finally comes back. So when it comes down to it, he finally got the internet connected and everything and told me that if my account's registered with Uber, that it'll work automatically, which it did work. The only thing that he failed to mention or whatever was that the fact was that I ordered their $50 a month plan, which was like the speed of 25, and I did not get it. I was like, okay, the guy told me he just did the connection and everything and that I needed to call at&t to get them to update the speed or do something on their computer where I would go ahead and get the speed that I ordered. So I was like, okay. So the guy finally left. So when it comes down to it, I will go ahead, I reach one representative who works at the technical support, which I called and I didn't know what was going on. She told me I didn't have that plan, that I only had the basic plan, which is not what I ordered, and I know how to read, and I know what I ordered. And I know when I talked to the salesperson on the phone, we went over my plan before, hanging up, so I know exactly what I ordered. And I know exactly when he told me that my bill was going to be $50 a month. So I understood that. I get told that I didn't order that, so then I get transferred to this nice woman in Georgia who worked for at&t and told me no, that the order was correct, that I did have the $50 one, which I knew I had because I knew what I ordered. So she was like, well, let me go ahead and transfer you back to technical support. I was like, no, I gotta get going to work. By this time, I've been at home for like 2-3 hours with me not working. I'm like, this is horrible. I'm missing out on 3 hours of work. I was like, this is really not acceptable. This is really concerning to me. So this is, remind you, this is all going on the 25th. So I go ahead, I get back to work, start working and whatever. I get a phone call from this guy named Jose who works for at&t and tells me that he looked it over and he's trying to go ahead and see what's going on with my account because the girl I talked to in Georgia went ahead and told him what was going on and he was trying to go ahead and fix my account and see what he could do because he didn't understand what was going on, like why didn't I get what I paid for. He's telling me that I can't get what I want because the people at my apartment complex, so many of them have the 25 that they just can't put me on the 25, that I have to wait for one of them to move out, to not pay their bill, to be delinquent. I'm like, I don't have time for that. And when I set up the contract agreement with at&t, terms and conditions, yada yada yada, I actually read them and it did not say that. So I'm like, okay, I go ahead and I'm like, okay, well, Jose, thank you for helping me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call back a little bit later when I have some time to go on a break. I called at&t back and I got to their customer service representative. Then they transferred me to their loyalty department and he's just trying to transfer me to somebody else. So he transfers me over to this woman who was very rude, by the way. So I'm talking to this woman and I'm telling her what's going on and I'm telling her, like, only thing that I want is what I paid for. That's it. I put the deposit down in good faith that I would pay the bill and everything, and this is what you're giving me on the same side. I ordered the 25 speed internet. You're giving me 6. And then the woman told me, this lady from AT&T was rude to me. She was trying to cut me off. Like, every time she tried to cut me off, and I was like, lady, you need to calm down. I work in management for a retail shop. I don't cut off customers. I let them vent. I let them say their piece before I can come back and try to see what I can do for them. This woman wasn't trying to hear it. This woman went ahead and kept on trying to cut me off. Not once did she apologize for cutting me off. Not once did she try to do anything. She tried several times to talk over me when I told her, look, I just want what I paid for. We have a contractual agreement that I would have this, and you're giving me this. You are in violation of the contract. It's contract. It's all contract. You sent me over everything that I'm supposed to get and everything. You're sending over the bill. When I set up that paperwork and that work order went out and that service order went from pending to complete, it was a contract. I kept on trying to explain it to that woman. I'm like, this is a contract. This is not the way that it works. I was like, this isn't good business. This is not good customer service. I don't know what you're trying to go ahead and provide to me. But I told her I've been on this phone call for over 40 minutes. You're taking more time away from my day. I've been on this call for over 40 minutes. I explained to the woman about, I had to catch 2 Ubers back and forth to get to work. Like, this is ridiculous to me, but you're costing me more money. I told the woman everything about how I wasn't supposed to be at work. I wasn't supposed to be at home. And I have the AT&T technician calling me, telling me I need to get home because he needs to get inside my apartment. I voiced all of my grievances to this woman, and basically it was like, the only thing I can do for you is get you to the lower speed and deduct only $10 a month, and we're going to give you the special that we have going on right now for that speed, which is $40. And I'm like, no, because that's not what I paid. That's not what I'm paying for. That wasn't what I agreed to. So at the end, I can honestly say, and this is only now, today is the 26th. I've only been with AT&T for 1 day, and this is the customer service that I receive. Within 1 day, calling 6 or 7 times to AT&T and basically not getting no results. I'm still on the 6-speed internet, and according to their plans, the 6-speed doesn't even exist. It's the 5-speed or the 25. So I'm like, no, I get, like, I don't know, 1 speed higher. That doesn't make up for it. That doesn't make me feel better. At the end of the day, I can honestly say, if I could get another internet company, believe me, I would. But AT&T is the only one that I can get to right now, so I'm stuck with AT&T. I don't believe that it's fair that I should have to, like, go ahead and downgrade. I'm like, if I have to downgrade, y'all should at least refund my deposit. Y'all should do something. But at the end of the day, I'm being told, oh, you're only going to have to pay $40 a month instead of $50 for 4 times less speed. That doesn't work well with me. And even if I try to do that to my customers, for as what the woman told me was that, that only so many people can get it and everything else like that. And I told her, well, if I sell 5 gold chains for $1,000 a piece, I have to tell the next customer that wants to buy $1,000 chain, I've sold too many of those, so you're gonna take one for $300, but you're still gonna pay the $1,000 rate. I was like, that doesn't make no sense. I was like, I can't do that to people, but you're doing that to me. And I've tried to voice this to this woman 3 or 4 different times, 3 or 4 different ways, and I basically got nowhere. I can honestly say, like, this is the worst internet company. This is the worst one to get. This is the worst company to deal with customer service. At one point, the first guy I did talk to about trying to get service through AT&T, which his name was Chris, awesome guy and everything. You watching out there, thumbs up to you. He was very nice, very helpful, trying to get me this deal and everything. But after this one and everything, and this is supposed to be from a manager from AT&T, I can just say that this is horrible, horrible customer service. So, in my honest opinion, I wouldn't recommend AT&T to anybody. I would not. So, thank you for watching today. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed today. Hit the like button and don't forget to ring the bell. Thank you.